Welcome to the channel. JC couldn't be here today, so I'm filling in for him today. My name is the Plague Doctor. Yeah, that's my name. Just go with it. JC asked me to do an anniversary review of the debut album by Bon Jovi. The album was released on January 23rd, 1984. It is celebrating 40 years, or at least that's what Wikipedia says, so who knows if that's right. All right, let's take a trip down the hairspray-filled memory lane to the glorious debut album of the rock demigods, Bon Jovi. Picture it, 1984, big hair, tight leather pants, Mercury Records dropping the bomb, the self-titled Bon Jovi album. Now this masterpiece was produced by Tony Bongiovi, who's John's cousin. So right there we go to the album. Who's John's cousin, I said. Who's right there from the get-go. The album starts with some nepotism, but that's okay because Tony Bongiovi worked for Tony Soprano back in the day. It was also produced by some guy named Lance Quinn, but don't get me wrong, John sent out a bunch of demos that didn't get noticed, so his cousin Tony made him an offer he couldn't refuse. The album got onto the US Billboard 200 at number 43, like, hey, we're here to rock, we got the big hair to prove it. But hold your Aquanet, folks. This wasn't the era of Living on a Prayer just yet. The hit single Runaway and other tracks, they're more like distant cousins of the Bon Jovi family, rarely making appearances to those family reunions that were held at Liberty State Park. Most of the songs were not played live until their tour in 2010 when they played Roulette, Shot Through the Heart, and Get Ready. It's like Bon Jovi when we haven't been relevant since 1989. Let's see how these oldies go over. Kerrang! Magazine even dubbed this as the 11th best rock album of 1984 because nothing says rock like tight pants, big hair, and John Bon Jovi's testicles bulging from his pants. Now a little disclaimer. Shot Through the Heart is not the same as You Give Love a Bad Name. Confusing, right? It's like trying to explain why your cat thinks your hairbrush is its mortal enemy. Speaking of beginnings, in 1980, John Bon Jovi, or how he's known in the real world, John Francis Bongiovi, started working at Power Station Studios. This was a place where the band The Power Station never recorded, ironically. Then came 1982, John's Runaway caught the ear of DJ Clip Hobart at WAPP 103.5 FM, The Apple, after he got a visit from his uncle Tony Soprano. Suddenly, Bon Jovi was on a compilation album, and the studio musicians, aptly named the All-Star Review, were born. Now, they're probably better known as the All-Star Grab Bag because they consisted of guitarist Tim Pierce, keyboardist Roy Bittan, drummer Frankie LaRocca, and bassist Hugh McDonald. Then they got all fired. These people are pretty much all unknown, or at least that's what I think. Fast forward to March 1983, and John Bon Jovi's assembling a squad. We got David Bryan, the man who has the same hairstylist as Michael Bolton, Alex John Suck, Tico Torres, the drummer with the best mullet in metal, and the gang's all there. Sure, they admit they weren't a good band at first, but hey, they had a drummer who can keep up in time. And there's some little things. We got Dave Sabo. He was also in Skid Row later on, so there's the history portion of my video, dropping some rare facts here. He was replaced by Richie Sambora, and make sure you subscribe because Skid Row story is coming soon to this channel. But enough history, let's go track by track. The opening track is called Runaway. It's a catchy song. The music video is very 80s. We have John Bon Jovi with big hair and spandex. The drummer has a mullet. We have people walking on clouds. So there are smoke machines. They show a girl running away. She later shoots fire from her eyes. The video has lots of 80s cheesiness, but it's a catchy song. They sounded more like the band Journey, or at least that's what it made me think of. Roulette is next, and it's a hard rocker with some squealing guitars. The song is good. They probably called it Roulette after going to Atlantic City because that's what people do in New Jersey. The song is filled with hairspray and spandex. She Don't Know Me is a good song, but I have a problem with songs that are grammatically incorrect. It should be She Doesn't Know Me. Even the fucking autocorrect wants to change it. But anyway, it's a generic power ballad. It's not too bad. It's kind of catchy. Probably would have been a hit if it was released in the late 80s. Next is Shot Through the Heart. like I'm saying before, they weren't writing the song You Give Love a Bad Name. So they tried this opening line and like, hey, let's open the song with the line, shot through the heart. But no one will remember the song from our first album, and then it's like, let's do this. Let's just like use that title. But here I am, a guy on YouTube making a video obsessing over incorrect grammar and starting song verses with previous song titles. But that's just me. But anyway, the song is very vanilla. Has some redeeming value and catchiness, but it's not too bad. Next song is called Love Lies. This is another ballad. We can't have too many of those on the album. This one sounds like if Elton John was in a hair metal band. I don't know if it was the piano intro or the fact that Elton John has a song called Funeral for a Friend / Love Lies Bleeding from his Goodbye Yellow Brick Road album. Song with some flashy guitars, catchy choruses, not too bad. Next song is called Breakout. I think this song was inspired by that Atari video game with the bricks. This is what the kids used to do in the 80s back in New Jersey. I think this is what inspired the song. So let me read a lyric from the song. It says, "It's too late. I hear a knock on the door. The game's over, baby. I can't take it no more." You see, his mother came to his room and told him to turn off the Atari and do his homework. After 3 years on YouTube, get pretty good at interpreting these lyrics. Here's another thing. 50 years ago, no one predicted that this video game would have a gay flag on it either. Next song is called Burning for Love. The reason it's called Burning for Love is because Jon Bon Jovi got gonorrhea from one of the hookers in Atlantic City. That's why he's burning for love. One of the lines of the song goes like this: "I can't stand the heat and my heart's on fire." That's because not only does it burn when he's taking a piss, he also has heartburn from the sausage and peppers he ate on the boardwalk. That's why he's burning for love. Anyway, it's generic hair metal. It's not too bad. Next song is called Come Back, and this is an attempt at making a metal song. You can tell by the palm muted A guitar riff with a 4x4 time signature. So let's open up the guitar tabs for the song. So that's pretty much communication breakdown played on the A string. But anyway, Bon Jovi wanted to show us he had a set of balls and he can make heavy metal music. Too bad it was ruined by the generic album-oriented rock-style keyboards and the drummer with a mullet. Last song is called Get Ready. So what's he getting ready to do? Sit in traffic. He lives in New Jersey. The state is just one big highway. Only thing that people do in New Jersey is sit on the I-95 and go nowhere. Don't get me started on the roads. New Jersey has the worst roads. When you tell people you live in New Jersey, they ask you like what exit. Song is not good, by the way. Just a bunch of reused Angus Young guitar riffs. So that's all. Watch this next video over here. JC talks about Slippery When Wet from 1986. Please like this video. It helps me with the YouTube algorithm. If you want to see more of me, the Plague Doctor, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, you're just going to get some more of JC. Please subscribe if you're not already. JC will see you in the next one.